I am shooting my January favorites video and playing with my hair in an annoying way. I'm sorry about the fact that I'm clearly sitting on the floor in front of my closet. This is the only angle in my room that's acceptable to see at the moment. I'm packing stuff up and doing laundry and cleaning up and all this stuff, so my room literally looks like a bomb went off. So this is the only angle that's like somewhat respectable, so hopefully you'll forgive that. Other than that, I'm just gonna get right into my favorites. My first favorite of the month is a skincare favorite. It's the Dr. Jart plus Renewalist Melting Cream. Comes in a box like this, and I got it at Sephora, and it says it's brightening, soothing, and moisturizing. It's cruelty-free, dermatologist tested, blah blah blah. When you open it up, inside the top is like a little spatula, and there's this little jar inside, and it's quite like a heavy jar. It's when you screw the lid on and off, I don't know if you can hear it, it's kind of like a MAC paint pot. It's quite like, it's not a plastic jar. I don't know how to explain it. Anyway, and this is what it looks like. It's just white. You're not going to be able to see how much I've used, but you literally need the tiniest bit of this. I was kind of looking for a new moisturizer in Sephora, and I didn't find one that I was really set on, but I kind of liked this. And so sometimes I use it as a moisturizer if I've done a particularly moisturizing mask or a lot of oil that same day. Then I will use this because I don't need as heavy of a moisturizer. So you take just like the spatula and you take the tiniest bit. And the first day I was like, oh, and I like dug a whole lot out, and it was a lot. And I'll take some out so you can see. It's like white. It's like the smallest amount ever. And wherever you put it, it cools like instantly. Wherever it is cooling. And like when you rub it in, I don't know how to explain it. It feels like water. It feels like it's the weirdest texture in the world, but I love it. And it's still cool there where I rubbed it. It feels like it's wet. That's how you, but if you touch it, my mom's talking to the dogs. If you touch it, it's like a tiny bit tacky, but it sinks in pretty quickly. And it's like, it feels wet when you rub it in. I don't know how to explain it. It feels really nice, but I really like it. I think it does a great job. And I've been keeping it inside the box just so I don't lose the little spatula, because I think that's so handy. I hate it when you buy products in tubs and you have to dig your finger in there. So that's nice. Dr. Jart's Melting Cream. And the next favorite of mine, I may have mentioned this before, I'm not sure, is the Maybelline Dream Fresh BB 8-in-1 Beauty Balm Skin Protector with titanium dioxide sunscreen, broad spectrum, SPF 30, and medium sheer tint. Wow, I just read the whole label. Looks like this. And that is what I'm wearing today for my base. The color is like, see, that's quite a light color. I think they have light, medium, and then deep or dark. And this is great for me. This is a great color for me, if you can see. Yeah, it just goes right in. Great shade for me. It's a great winter shade for me. I just use a little bit of my Chanel Bronze Universal around the edges so I don't look kind of white into my hairline, and then blend this on top of it, and it's been working really great. It's almost empty, which is great because I'm trying to use up some foundations that I have, since I have a million of them. But I really like this one, and I definitely recommend it if your skin is pretty good and you're on a budget. And I have dry skin, if anybody is wondering what type of skin I have dry skin, and I really like this. Segueing into the I have dry skin, for moisturizer this winter, I've been using the Badescu Caviar Night Cream, which Jacqueline talked about this. Why can I not think about who she is? But I think everybody knows who Jacqueline is. She's a beauty guru here on YouTube, and she had mentioned this in a favorites, I'm pretty sure a while ago, and I bought it, and it's really thick, and she'd said that it's like a white cream. It's super thick, like all day. It won't come out. It's super thick. So you only need the tiniest bit. And in the summer, I'm dry, so I was dry. Ow! But I wasn't dry enough to need something this heavy, so I stuck it in a drawer and I never used it. When winter came, it started getting cold, I started getting more dry, and even using my normal oil and hydrating toner and all that, I was still getting really dry between my eyes, around my nose, and on my chin. Those are my driest places. Where most people are the oiliest is where I'm the driest. So, when I was doing a clean out, I saw this and remembered and was like, oh my god. So I pulled it out and I used it one day, and it's great. I don't use it every single day, and I don't use it if the weather's warmer. I've been only kind of using it when it's cool or if my skin is extremely dehydrated. And then I'll go ahead and pull this out, but I love it. I think it's great. It smells like, it just smells clean. It doesn't smell like floral or perfumey or fruity or anything like that. It just smells clean to me, but not even like soap, just a clean smell. And I'll pull some out so you can see. It's white. And it looks, when you put it on, it's like, it's quite thick, like it's very balm-like. It almost feels like when you put it on, if anybody out there uses a balm cleanser, it almost feels like a balm cleanser that then you don't wash off, that sinks into your skin without being super oily, but it's got that same kind of thickness as like a thick balm cleanser. My next favorite is the Urban Decay B6 Vitamin-Infused Complexion Prep Spray. And I got this in a 500 point perk from Sephora that had this, a mini of the all-nighter, an eyeshadow, maybe an eyeliner. I couldn't swear to the eyeliner. Had several little items in there, and I had been wanting to try this, but I also didn't want to shell out the like $26 or whatever it is for a big bottle of it and not like it. But I quite like it, so I think I probably will eventually buy the big bottle and then just refill this for like when I travel and stuff. And it's supposed to be redness reducing, pore minimizing, and oil absorbing. Clearly I'm dry, but I don't find that this dries me out anymore. I like to use this especially if I get up in the morning, do stuff around the house, and then go to put on makeup later in the day. This is like a little refresh. It wake my face up before I put the makeup on, so my face isn't dry, because my face is so dry. So I like it. My next favorite is the Real Techniques Duo Fiber Brush Collection. It was limited edition, now it's not. Please forgive the middle one being filthy. This is the Duo Fiber Face Brush, this is the Duo Fiber Contour Brush, and this is the Duo Fiber Eye Brush. I really like these. I've been using this for powder and this of course for blending eyeshadow. They're clean right now, but this is dirty because I use it every single day with my Chanel excuse me, Bronze Universal, which for the longest time I had a really hard time of finding a way to put it on that it looked like flattering and it wasn't like orange or couldn't tell that it was on at all. And this brush is like nailing it for me. It works so well. So if you can get these, if you can get your hands on them, I definitely recommend them. This puts on just the right amount of powder without you making you look cakey, because even though I'm dry, especially at night, I like to powder my face because I don't like to be I don't really like dewy complexions. I know, maybe that sounds weird, but I like the old school 40s, like very matte face in general. So at night I definitely powder, so this is a great powder brush. It's gonna set your makeup and take any shininess but not make you look like cakey. And then this is just a good little, eye brush. And some people don't like this brush, they say it's not soft enough, but even if that's the case, I don't remember what the kit costs, but it's, they're Real Techniques, they're very affordable. I'm sure I put it down here how much it costs, but it's, these two brushes alone are worth it, even if you don't like this one. Whew. My next favorite is something everybody's heard about. It's the Christian Dior Creme de Rose Smoothing Plumping Lip Balm, and I'm wearing it today. Duck face! And and it comes in a white container like this. I got mine from Sephora, and it smells like roses, so if you don't like rose smell, don't get it. And it's like a pink color like that, and it is amazing. I really like it. I'm trying to keep myself from using it. I dug it out to use for this video because after January I made myself put it away because I have so many lip balms. I was like, okay, I need to use some up, so I pulled out my oldest ones to use up first. So this is one of my newer ones, so I put it away, but I dug it back out and put it on just to show you in this video because it's like my favorite. I love, love, love it. I know a lot of people use it at night before bed because it doesn't have any SPF. I can't even waste it like that. I love it so much. It's got to be daytime all the way. So, really like that. My next favorite is definitely the fault of Essie Button. If anybody watches Estee, which I'm sure you all do because she's amazing and gorgeous and hilarious and blah blah blah. And I love Aslan is like personality-wise so much like my boyfriend, and I tend to be kind of like Estee and things like cooking and stuff like that. And then they've got Reggie, their dog, who like their greyhound. He's adorable. And if you're not following Reggie on Instagram, please do because his Instagram is the jam. Anyway, it's Reggie Button. I'll put it right here at Reggie Button. That's his Instagram. Anyway, Estee bought the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Airbrush Foundation and the Tarte Airbuki brush to apply it. And she's a lot lighter than me. So I got medium tan sand, which is actually slightly a little bit darker than I really should have gotten. Like I probably could have gone up a shade, but I wanted this because I can use it in the winter and it'll definitely be the right shade in the summer. So it looks like this inside, and that's a little bit of netting, and when you press it, you take the brush and press it into the netting like that, and it comes up like this, and then you just tap it into your lid. It's a lot of product that came up that time because I've been moving it around like that, and then you just buff it on. I don't want to because I'm gonna literally have like 10 pounds of foundation on if I do that, but oh, I guess I could do it on my hand. See, and you just buff it in, or you can go like this if you prefer, but I prefer to buff it in. And you just pick up a little bit more product and tap back off, and you can keep building up the coverage as much as you want. So, I don't know, it doesn't look too orange right there, which is great. So, I really, really like this foundation. I especially like it on days when I don't have time. I don't have time to do my bronzer and like tons of, it's when it's like a using the eyeshadow stick and mascara and powder and go day because I need to look acceptable because I'm going somewhere where there's gonna be people, but I don't have time or don't want to put on liquid foundation or whatever. This is a godsend because it takes me like 5 seconds. I'm like done. I also think it would be good for traveling because the lid goes on quite tightly, so it's not, you know, it doesn't leak at all. It's like quite a tight seal, and like depending on where you're going, but if you're going somewhere where you want it to be still slightly attractive, doesn't change your attractiveness. People are attractive without makeup. Still kind of presentable or makeup for some days, but you don't want to carry like 15 liquid products, then this is like a really great option. So I really like this. Almost there, 2 more products. My next favorite is the Milani Eye Tech Extreme Liquid Eyeliner, number 1 Blackest Black. It's waterproof, and it's, Melissa Michelle recommended this, and I love her recommendations, and this is like, that's just like barely touching the Blackest eyeliner. It's from the drugstore, and I keep thinking it's going to dry out because the seal, the lid doesn't really click and it doesn't snap or whatever, but I've so far had no problems with it. I think it's like $7.99 or something at the drugstore, and I really like this. I'm not wearing it today. Today I'm wearing a Sephora one, which I'm trying to use up, but I think from here on out, I'm probably just going to keep purchasing this. I've heard good things about Stilla's Stay All Day because I have such hooded lids, as you can tell. They touch. It's got to be waterproof or it runs like crazy. But I don't know why I would pay 20 something for the Stila when this is super black and works great. So, I love this eyeliner. Oh, sorry. Now 2 more products. That was 3 more products, not 2 more products. The eyeshadow combination I've been using for over a month now is out of this little, I found this little Estee Lauder little pure color eyeshadow kit in number 11 Rose Confetti and number 14 Plum Pop, and that's what I'm wearing on my eyes today, and that's what I've been wearing most days. And I think it came as a sample. I could not find these colors like for sale from Estee Lauder still, but they have very similar colors for sale currently, and it's just a very easy eye, and I just like how it looks. It looks like you put effort in, but it's not. It's a very easy eye to do, and it doesn't look like you tried way too hard, and very easy to travel with. Like, that's all the space I need. That's it. And if I wanted to make it a nighttime, I could really dig into that Plum Pop and like really define and make it a lot darker, bring a little bit underneath, but I don't, not right now. Whoops. And my last favorite for January is this, which is the Infiniti Pro Conair Curl Pro, I think is what it's called. I think it's called Curl Pro. And this is like the Badescu curler if you watch any of the English beauty YouTubers or whatever. And this is a hair curler. I don't have a plug near me or a demonstrate. Maybe I'll do a video demonstrating this. This cost $99.99 at Walgreens. It was expensive, but I bought it in America. You know, you can take stuff back quite easily, so I bought it saying, if it doesn't work, if it's not worth it, I'll just take it back. This is the best, easiest thing in the world. I can curl my hair watching TV without looking. I literally just separate out a piece, and then you have to make sure the side with the arrow, the little arrow right there, this part is towards your head. And then you put it in, so wrong, it's got to be towards your head. So you put it in, you go like that, it sucks your hair up in there, and it'll beep, beep, and then it'll go beep, beep, beep when it's done, and you just let go, and it's like a perfect curl. The bigger of a piece you put in, the looser the curl. You can do your whole head in like no time flat. Brush it out, make it more wavy. Looks great. It has a high, a low, and an offsetting. And then it's got, of course, it's got an offsetting. Stupid. It's got a high and low setting, and then it's got a curl for 12 seconds, curl for 10 seconds, curl for 8 seconds. I do 8 seconds because I want my curl not to be so tight. If I want a tighter curl for some reason, then I will up the amount of time it stays in there. Also, using 8 seconds, there's less heat on your hair. It's a lot easier than using a curling iron. You literally don't even have to look. You just pull a piece out, stick it in, pull a piece out, stick it in. You don't have to sit in front of a mirror and like watch the way you're curling it and like pay attention. It's great. You never over curl or under curl a piece because it times it and it does it all, and it's amazing. I haven't had any problems because it's a motor. It goes and it sucks your hair up. I haven't had any problems. If it's gonna get tangled, what it'll do is it'll suck it up a little bit, and then it'll like it'll beep, and when you open up, it won't have like taken your hair up in there well. It'll just let it go. And I've only had that happen like twice, and it didn't hurt or anything. It just stopped pulling it in when it could tell it was gonna knot. So, if you've got the $99.99 to spend and you like to curl your hair, I definitely recommend getting this. It's kind of heavy, but it's totally worth it to me. So, I guess that's it. The next video you'll get from me will be a big empties video. I hope everyone's doing great, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!